What is up, everyone? It's JDog406 coming back for another coin roll hunting video, and today we're getting into a box of dimes. So there weren't any interesting enders, and there's not a whole lot to find in the dimes besides the 2009s, the West Points, and then besides that it's silver. But we can be looking for proofs and older stuff. Hopefully we can find something like that or some blank planchets. But yeah, other than that, let's get into this first roll right over here. Before we get into that first roll, we are going to overview our mintage and score sheets. Alright, and then if we take that one away, here's our Mercury dimes. Then if we flip this one over, we can see the rest of the Mercury dimes. And then here's our Canadian score sheet. And then we take that one away, and here's our score sheet. And alright, let's get into that first roll. Alright, we're getting into this first roll right here. Hopefully there's something interesting to come out of this box. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to look for in dimes. A lot of the silver has been pulled out, but every now and then you do get some. Okay, so we got a couple falling out right there. I'm just trying to get this open so that we can maybe do a little silver reveal, if there is any. Okay, I'm not seeing anything there. So let's just go through the rest of these and see what we can get. I don't think there's going to be anything in this first roll, so let's continue on to the next one. Alright, we're getting into the second roll. Not seeing any silver in here either. Alright, so I do find this a little interesting. This is the changeover year from when they made silver. So they stopped making silver in 1964. So these are kind of interesting, but not much to hold on to. Still a fairly high mintage. So other than that, I'll tune you guys in when I do actually find something interesting. Alright, we're getting into the 21st roll. Ooh, look at that right there. Flipped it over and we got our first 2009 Denver right here. Alright, very, very nice. Finally found something interesting here. So let's put this one to the side. This one's kinda hard to see, but we got another 2009 in the same roll right here out of Denver, and the nine's like almost completely removed, but I can see the top of it and the very end tail of it. Alright, here's a little better image of it. You can see the tail of the 9 going right there. So yeah, two 2009s right there. Alright, we're getting into the 25th roll of the box. This is the halfway point. So let's see, we can pull something out live. Doesn't seem like it in there. I don't think we're going to be getting anything on our halfway point roll. So other than that, let's continue through and hopefully we can find some more interesting things. Alright, we're getting into the 29th roll. Ooh, what do we got right here? We have a Balboa 2001 Republic of Panama. Alright, first foreign right here. Very, very nice. I've never seen this type of design of coin before, so I'm glad to see one. Alright, let's put this one to the side. Alright, we're at the second till the end roll. So let's see what we can get out of these last two rolls. Can we finally get one piece of silver? Alright, I don't think there's going to be anything of interest in this one, so let's move on to that last roll. Alright, we're getting into this last roll. Can we get a piece of silver? Alright, let's get into it. I'm really, really hoping so. Don't think there's going to be anything in this last roll, so let's move on to our conclusion. Alright, so we're down here at the conclusion, and we only had 3 technical finds today. We had this foreign coin, this Balboa right here, and it is a Panama 2001. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those before. And then we had a 2009 Denver right here, which is a low mintage coin. And then we had another 2009 Denver right here. And it's a little hard to see the 9. But if we bring it up under this thing real quick, we can definitely see that it is. Alright, so if you look right here, we have that 2009 Denver right there. That's kind of hard to see the 9. You can see right here it goes down, so that means it's going to be a 9. There's the whole loop, and it's probably just a little bit of greasing because the rim looks pretty good on it, as you can see the raised up right here, so it probably is going to be a little bit of greasing. Nothing probably worth anything extra, so other than that, let's move on. Alright, so there was no silver in the box, so other than these 3 finds right here, we're going to move down to here, and this is everything that we had to fill into our book today. That doesn't necessarily count as a find, as they are fairly common. So right over here at the start, we have a 1996 Denver, a 2004 P, a 2003 P, a 2010 P, which I wish I could have found a little better one. There's a little bit of green gunk on there, but can't help it not finding those Philadelphia mints all that often. Then there's a 2016 P, a 2017 P, a 2022 P, a 2023 P, a 1973 Philadelphia, a 97 or 1977 Denver, a 1979 Philadelphia, a 1982 Philadelphia, and a 1992 Philadelphia. Alright, so let's punch all of these into our book real quick, and we are going to take a look through it before we punch them in, and then a look through it after we punch them in. So let's do that real quick. All right, we have our Dansko Roosevelt Dimes book that goes from 1946 to date. And we're going to flip this over and we're going to see the first page. Then we're going to flip to the second page. And then we're going to flip to the third page. And then we're going to flip to the fourth. And then that's the end of the book. And here's some vintage figures. You can pause at any moment in here and look over them if you want to. So yeah, other than that, let's move on. I guess I'll show me punching in the 2009 Denver that we got and this 2010 Philadelphia. Alright, there we go, nicely in the books. Alright, so we've filled in every position that we could with the box that we went through. And besides missing silver, the only things we're missing now is a 1969, a 1971, and this whole page right here at the bottom's filled. Then this whole page right here is also filled now. And we flip this over. We're just missing the 2009 Philadelphia, which is actually the more common one. So we got 2 Denvers and no Philadelphias, which is kind of not a surprise. Because, like I said earlier, I don't find too many Philadelphias. And then, other than that one, we're just missing the 2024 Philadelphia and on up. So 2025, and I don't know why this book ends at 2026p. They should have just left that slot blank. So yeah, other than that, let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so I have my microscope out right now, and there are a couple of little coins I want to go over and some different varieties. So let's get into this real quick and see what we have. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is this 2023 Denver dime. I pulled it out because it looked a little odd at first glance. And if you look right here at the D, you can kind of see a little bit of splitting right there maybe. I don't know if that's going to be die deterioration or doubling. It's kind of hard to tell. And then if we look down at the 23 right here, you can kind of see some stuff coming behind the 3 and a little bit in front of it, behind the 2, a little bit in front of it right there. And these ones look pretty okay. And then if we move over here to the In God We Trust, you look right there. At the S and the O over here, so the S, it kind of looks like a big blotch, so maybe some extra metal right there, and what seems to be maybe an extra line right there, and maybe a little bit of something going on the inside. Like said, I don't know if this is doubling or die deterioration. And then let's look right up here. So the letters honestly look pretty fine. Not seeing too much in there. And when I look at the ear, here, let me pull that a little bit better so we can look at the top. So right here, it might be a little difficult to see. There's an extra line right there, and it looks like maybe an extra one right there. And let me flip this coin over real quick. Okay, so we're just going to take a look at the back side and see if there's anything interesting. And The T looks pretty good. The E looks pretty good. S looks good. The O and the F look good. Okay, so the E right here doesn't look too great. Looks like there might be something right there. Maybe that corner right there too on it. That looks a little suspicious too. And if we look in the inner part of the D right here, you can see kind of something right there that goes all the way up. And yeah, other than that, it looks kind of good. Maybe something right here kind of getting weird. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm gonna probably call it dye deterioration, as I will pop up an image of what a double dye looks like, and I'll try to get something as close to this as possible and what dye deterioration looks like. But I just thought it was pretty interesting. It's a brand new uncirculated dime, and it looks like this. So yeah, other than that, let's move on to the next one. Here, I just wanted to show you the obverse of what a normal 2023 dime looks like. So here's the mint marker and the numbers. And then there's the initials. There's In We Trust. Yeah, In God We Trust right there. Here's all of the Liberty. And yet, it looks a bit different to the other one, at least to me. So yeah. So other than looking at that 2023 dime, we are going to look through this Cherry Picker's Guide right here. And this is the 6th edition, volume 2. And if we flip this open to page 105 and 104, this is where the Roosevelt dimes start that aren't silver. So the first one we are looking at is this 1967 double die. And I did look for everything in here, and I did not find anything. Otherwise, I would have shown it. So that's what this looks like. And that's what a double die looks like. And that 2023, like I said, it was kind of hard to tell if it was dye deterioration or doubling. But I'm going to lean more on the dye deterioration side for that. Then we have this 1968 double die right here. And this one's a little bit harder to tell, but you can still see the clear lines right there. And then if we come up here, this is just some proofs, which would be more hard to find. More proofs right here, and more proofs. And then we have this 1969 right here that has something on the flames in the torch. It's a little bit different, but here's what a normal one looks like. And then here's what a deep valley in the high relief flame right here on the 1969. So, okay, so it has the reverse of a 68. Then we bring this up here. We have the repunched mint mark for the 1969D. And for the 1970, we have the double dyed obverse right here. For 1970 again, we have the reverse of a 68. For 1970, Denver, we have another double dyed reverse right here. And then for 1970, there's another double dyed reverse. just slightly larger, it looks like. And then we have another 1970 Denver right here with the reverse of a 68. Then we get into the proof, which it would be more difficult to find. Then there's the 71 repunched mint mark, and that one's kind of clear to see. It's a smaller Denver inside of a bigger Denver. Okay, there's another proof right there. Another proof. Alright, and then if we move over here, there's the 1982 no P, and there's supposed to be a Philadelphia mint mark on the 1982, and you can see clear as day there would be no P right there on that one. Those are pretty expensive coins. And then there's the weak strike version right there, which is a bit less expensive. And then we have a 1983 Denver right here, repunched mint mark. Then there's another proof. And then here's a few of them right here for 85, 86, and 87 Philadelphia. So there's this weird little thing up here that you can find on them. A possible misplaced mint mark right there that kind of looks like a P. And then another one on the 86 with another P looking. And then another one right here on the 87. And then for 2004 Denver, there is the curved ear. And you can see right there, there's an extra line going through it. And then for 2015, there's the double-dyed reverse. And you can see the extra leaf right there. So other than that, there's nothing else back here. It moves on to 20-cent pieces. So yeah, let's get into our score sheet. Before we look at the score that we got on the box today, we are going to overview our score sheet again. Alright, we take that away. Here's our Mercury dimes. Flip that over. We can see the extra Mercury dimes right there. Then here's the dime score sheet. And then if we take that one away, here is the Canadian score sheet. Alright, we're on Season 1, Box 3 of our dimes. We had 2 under 60 million for 20 points. And then we had 1 foreign for 10 points. For a total points of 30 points on this box. Now, dimes aren't too interesting, so they are a little bit lower points. So other than that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. J-Dog out.